All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, GMS, and salutations to Yahweh around the world. This is Teaching the Truth. My name is Maya Kahala Nagab with Chicago branch of GMS. And I want to do this little video for a while. Been on my mind for for years and stuff, but Spirit had me go into other things and stuff, because see the problem with our people is they have a inferiority complex. All right, because the so-called white man for the last 525 years, they conquered and enslaved and colonized the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and in that process, Esau began to renaissance, and renaissance means renew. All right, and this happened basically like in the 15th century, because he began to take all the images of the original Germans, Welsh, Irish, all right, English, Scottish, Franks, which is France, all right, all those people were Israelites, all right, dark-skinned people, okay. They was Israelites from majority of the southern kingdom. You had like a little bit of northern kingdom among them, man. All right, and it started with Septimian Various. All right, I forgot what year it was. I was like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you brothers could correct me, but I believe in 193 AD. All right, Septimian Various had with others. All right, other Israelites. Some was gladiators and stuff like that. They overthrew the so-called white man. All right, the Roman Empire. All right, overthrew them. All right, and started the Holy Roman Empire. It's a difference. You got the Roman Empire, and you got the Holy Roman Empire, which is us, the Israelites. And slowly they spread across Europe. All right, because Esau, he had if you read First Maccabees chapter 1. All right, he conquered the original people of the land, the original Greeks. All right, the people of Rome, all throughout Europe. He conquered them and kicked them out of the land. Other slow process. All right, just Esau just didn't knock the original people of that land of Europe. Japhet just didn't knock on the head, and one night Japhet just fell down. Now Japhet fought just like any other nations, man. Had fought against Esau, trying to colonize them. All right, but that guy eventually pushed out. They got pushed out. Then it came to the Polynesian Islands, and a lot of individuals from that group had traced their roots to the Japhetic people that originally inhabited Europe, particularly Greece, Greek islands, but during the process, we conquered the Roman Empire. Our ancestors with Septimian Various and others. They slowly spread out. All right, and conquered them. And conquered Esau. All right, then we set up the British, the original British. All right, that's a lot for that. Original British, also, aka English, Irish, Scottish, Franks. All right, the word Franks means generous. All right, there's nothing generous about you, damn so-called white people, you Edomites. All right, nothing generous about you, man. You're murderers and liars. All right, you have no mercy, like it said in Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Okay. All right, that's original Franks mean generous, man. The Israelites, real generous people, man. Matter of fact, we too damn generous. We too damn like like Barak Shamaria said. Jake is Jake is a forgetful motherfucker. We forgetful and we forgiving. All right, and we'll get a shirt off our back. But nothing generous about you devils, man. So-called white people. The word devil means deceiver. All right. So in that process, we're going back to when the Americas was conquered. When Esau came here, conquered the Northern Kingdom, indigenous people of America. All right, the so-called Native Americans. All right, a little bit before that, he conquered the Israelites in Spain and Portugal. All right, the Moors was none but Islamicized Jews. All right, Israelites that practiced Islam. Then you had the Marrano Jews. All right, those that kept their customs. All right, he conquered them, and finally in 1492, all right, he really got him up out of there. It really got him out there like 1496, but 1492 was like the big mark. All right, how people started going down. Then he came over here, conquer the indigenous people in America, started in the Caribbean area. The little island, Haiti and Dominican Republic. All right, you had Ephraim, the Arawak Tainos. Then you had Simeon, all right, which also called Arawak Tainos, but that part of the island. Simeon and Ephraim shared that island, man, and Esau came in and conquered them. Via Christopher Columbus and a couple of sellout coon jakes and shit, who was Chris Columbus and interpreters, man, because those people on the island spoke Hebrew, man. Matter of fact, archaeologists found a stone with Lashon Kadash on it, or Paleo Hebrew, what people call biblical Hebrew, on there, man. One of the brothers had put it up. They found it on the island, Puerto Rico, man. All right. So, all you scoffers, man, like to talk, scoff at us, Israelites. All right. This truth getting out, man. There's no denying this, man. All right. We are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. You can't run away from it, man. All right, like I said, Psalms 85:11, truth shall spring out of the earth, man. All right, but over the process, Esau established his so-called white supremacy. I said so-called white because he's not white, he's red, and there's nothing white symbolized purity, spiritual purity, man. Nothing pure about the so-called white man, but during the promise, established his so-called white supremacy. All right. He began to slander Israel's name, and that's part of the curse. They're vulnerable to disobeying Yahweh, our power. It's one of the curses, man. But to you scoffers, talking, why you don't serve a God? They curse you. No, man. All right, the curse is coming off us now, going back to Esau's so-called white man. That's why you see him homeless in the streets. It's a economy going down. All the other countries won't shoot nuclear missiles on them, and will do it in the future. But the prophets got to be filled out. All right, one of the prophets of us is being called a bad word, man. All right, and being made fun of, mock in Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. All right, and so Esau liked to set up like we a bunch of he liked to set in his media, all right, which is his witchcraft. He liked to set up the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, a bunch of savages, a bunch of stupid savages, man. That's not true, man. All right, when Esau enslaved us, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, man, he just didn't pick anybody, man. He picked up people that had wisdom and knowledge of different trades, man. All right, but this damn devil, he's so proud, he's not gonna admit that we help, man. All right, and he likes to hide that and don't admit it. All right, it says Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1. It said, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted right, and the righteous man is us, the brothers out there standing on the corners. Like you people say, they stand in the corners hollering, yeah, because we're prophesying, we condemn this so-called white man. At the same time, we're waking up our people. All right, and being an Israelite ain't just out there going on corner and screaming hard at a white man to devil, man. No, you gotta dig into the history. You gotta understand the mysterious sayings of this Bible, man. All right. You gotta learn the language. You gotta teach your people. All right, you gotta brush up on history. All right, you gotta live right. You gotta set up a standard. All right, spiritually healthy, physically healthy. You gotta, you know. So it says, then should a righteous man stand a great boast before the face of such has afflicted him and made no count his labors. Right, and the so-called white man made no counts of labor, man. All right, look at this cartoon. All right, so it's basically Esau making fun of the so-called Negro, the tribe of Judah. All right, which also the term Negro also applies to so-called West Indians, all right, Jamaicans, Trinidadian, and so on, and the so-called Haitians, the tribe of Levi. All right, and we go back, the so-called West Indians are the tribe of Benjamin, and the American Negro is Judah, the tribe of Judah. All right, but also too, the tribe of Gad, the so-called Native American, reclassified as Negroes too. But basically Esau, he making fun of the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, all together. All right, but you see right here, this old Disney cartoon. I make a disclaimer: I do not own Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney does. All right, it is just for educational purpose. All right. Right here, you can see this cartoon, how he mocked us.
You be my man Friday. Savvy? You Friday, me Mickey.
Savvy? You Friday, me Mickey.
No, you Friday, me Mickey.
All right, you can see that, man. All right. How he made fun of us makes it seem like we're a bunch of stupid, man. How we, a bunch of stereotype that we're a bunch of stupid people, man. That's not true, man. All right. When they snatch up the prisoner of wars, all right, or you could say captives, or those who make it easy for you, all right, slaves. They just didn't snatch up everybody, man. They snatch up people who knew something, man, had particular knowledge. All right, and this is from this book, From Babylon to Timbuktu, by Rudolph R. Windsor. All right, and you get your history of the Israelites, particularly the Southern Kingdom. All right, this is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so-called Negroes, West Indians, and so-called Haitians. All right. Again, those three tribes: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so-called Negroes, so-called West Indians, and so-called Haitians. All right, Negroes, Judah, so-called Negroes, Judah, so-called West Indians, Benjamin, so-called Haitians, Levi. All right, well, most people just say it this way: the tribe of Levi. All right, but right here on page chapter 90, you can see right here they just didn't snatch up anybody, man. All right, they knew who they were snatching up with particular groups, and because Esau had all types of tasks that he needed to be done over here in the Americas, man, that he couldn't do. All right, so he'll snatch up Israelites, the Southern Kingdom over there in West Africa. Also, he'll get Gad, so-called Native American, and the rest of the 9 tribes throughout America, the indigenous people of Americas, man, because they knew something, man. All right. They had wisdom, knowledge, and of different types of trades. All right. So it says on page 90, it says the black Jews are not. Black is not a nationality, man. All right. When you read this book, you gotta bone pick. All right. Pick the meat away from the bone, man. Because some things he be going off, man. And other authors too, they be going off, man. So you gotta do a little bit of bone picking. All right. We're Jews. All right. From the Southern Kingdom. Talking about us, the Israelites, right? You could say Jews or Israelites, all right? But Jews, particularly those from the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all right? Also, though, you had a little bit of the Northern Kingdom that lived among the Southern Kingdom, all right? All those that dwell in the Southern Kingdom, Judah, all right? Southern Israel, they was called Jews, all right? Or Yahweh, yeah, all right? So it says right here, it says page 90, it says the black Jews, all right? No such thing as black, all right? You're Israelite, all right? All right, that's our nationality, Israel. Black is a color. All right, it said the black Jews had an advantage over African tribes. All right, Hamite tribes. All right. All right. We're not Hamites. We're Shemitic. All right. It says they carry their culture, history, and laws and written records with them. This assured them a constant precedent for development of a higher social organization. All right. All right. That's why we could see well, man. That's why we built Black Wall Street and the other financial institutions throughout the Americas, man. All right. This is the Most High. This the blessing Most High gave us, man. We have within us. And Esau's so-called white man destroyed it. All right. It said because of the stability of black Jewish culture. All right. All right. We're not Jewish. We're Jews. All right. Jewish means something like. All right. Like my shoe is brownish, but not exactly brown. That's so people over the land of Israel. That's what they call themselves Jewish. But in this term, he's talking about us. You know. So like I said, you got a bone pick. It said the Jews were not absorbed into the autochthonous population. It's a lot if I pronounce that wrong. In fact, the Jews absorbed some of the native tribes, which is true, right? The Jews made use of every opportunity. They were industrious, skillful people, all right? In the Jewish Ghanaian states were found kings, princes, governors, generals, secretaries, treasurers, revenue agents, judges, architects, engineers, doctors, historians, language interpreters, mathematicians, jewelers, sculptors, masons, all right, the brick masons and stuff, carpenters, painters of art, goldsmiths, leather workers, potters, armorers, sailors, blacksmiths, agriculturists, all right, and etc. All right. So this is one of the reasons Esau has snatched those that came from West Africa. The Israelites that came from West Africa, all right, and also from Spain to Portugal, because we had this knowledge of how to do these things, man. You know, you're right there, doctors, all right. You know, so Esau didn't have that particular knowledge, all right. We did. All right, so Esau just didn't, knock up somebody stupid and brought him over here, man. All right, they knew they was doing strategically, man. All right, so end it right here. Shalom.